Hello, everyone. Welcome back for the second time today to tonight's episode. We're back at it. Whoops, I don't want to go into this. This isn't Wisconsin Badgers Nation. This is Temple football, Big East reborn. That's where we're continuing our way through season 2 here. Tonight's matchup takes us to Blacksburg, Virginia, where we'll take on Virginia Tech, and then I think we'll probably have time to play Buffalo as well at home, our rival. So we're finishing up this string of 4 straight road games. We lost the first 2, but we're trying to split on this 4-game road trip before we come home for 2 semi-winnable games. We're currently 3-2, 2-1 in conference. Welcome back. As we'll take a quick look at our recruits. Our 1 4-star prospect, Bernie Salbert, still has us first. 3-star running back has us first. 3-star defensive tackle has us first. We can change it up a little bit. We got to start signing some of these guys. So we're getting out there in year 2. Year 2 is moving along. As this guy, AAD. Yeah, year 2 is moving right along now as we're about to be over. Well, this is the halfway point of year 2. As it's our second shot at James Franklin. Last year in Philly, we really played them tough. We had the pick 6 against Gronkermeyer. We got off to a great start in that game. I forget exactly what the final score was, but it was close. We lost a tough one. As you can see, the injuries and stuff are starting to pile up a little bit. Everyone's tired. And here's a crazy stat for you. We've still yet to throw for a touchdown this year, as we've used 2 quarterbacks and we're 5 games into the season. Is it possible we could play a whole season and not throw for a touchdown? We played 5 games. We've won 3 of them, and we've yet to pass for a touchdown, as we benched Shepard last game, and Khalil Wilkins, the transfer junior from SMU, made his first start. He only threw for 28 yards. It'd have to be. We only had 28 yards passing last week. Let's just for fun, let's take a look at the season stats again here. Through 5 games, we've only thrown the ball now for just over 300 yards, 303 yards in 5 games. Wilkins was just 2 for 4 last game. We only threw the ball 4 times with Wilkins last game. Or no, excuse me. That's the games played. Wilkins was 4 for 9 in his debut. Completely even with Shepard at 44%. But one thing Wilkins didn't do was turn the ball over. And let's look at this too. How are our running backs doing? We have all these good running backs. Brown has 400 yards. Nicely has 350. Carries have been about split between the 2 of them. Shepard does have 2 rushing touchdowns. But Wilkins had 2 rushing touchdowns in just 1 game. As he was the only offense, both of our touchdowns were Wilkins on the ground. So we're going to, I guess, stick with what you could kind of call the hot hand, Khalil Wilkins. He's going to lead us in to Blacksburg. As let's check out the uniforms for the Hokies. Hmm, I don't know. I kind of like those white helmets with the white pants. And since they're wearing white helmets, we'll wear our red ones. And we'll go back to our black spikes. So let's see. I'm not sure if they still have Grunkermeyer. I think they probably do. Grunkermeyer is probably still their starting quarterback at least one more year. I think he was he a freshman last year in real life? So is he a sophomore in real life this year? I think he might only be a junior in this season we're in now, which would be next year. But he's definitely not a senior in real life. He's definitely got at least a couple years left. He might even have 3 years left. But I'm pretty sure he should be their quarterback today, as it's Enter Sandman action here. What's playing it? And it might not actually be able to hear Enter Sandman because, like, the first game I ever did, when I put it on YouTube, it said I had to put it to, like, streamer mode. So you could tell they were playing Enter Sandman there, which they would be playing it if I was just playing them, like, on my own. Pretty cool introduction there, all jumping up and down and stuff. But when I posted the very first game of the first season to YouTube, it said it was, like, partially banned or something, but it still worked. But it got, like, flagged somehow because I didn't have it on streamer mode, which means they, like, can't play those songs like Metallica and stuff. Or, like, if I was, like, a famous streamer, I wouldn't be able to make money off my streams if I had any, like, copyrighted music in there. That's why we don't get to hear the marching band play Pink Pony Club anymore while we're doing our recruiting, because I've switched it to streamer mode. Yeah, I don't own the rights to the music. Yeah, which is stupid. So now I can't like, you can't hear him play like Timmy Trumpets when we're on defense and Enter Sandman, or the marching bands playing like Pink Pony Club, that's my favorite one. I think it's the South Carolina marching band. They play Pink Pony Club pretty well. But since I'm a big time streamer now, I had to set my games up to streamer mode. So hopefully no one is too disappointed in that, as we don't have the copyrighted music. So they would have played Enter Sandman there, but we didn't get to hear it. But that's all right. We didn't need to hear it anyway. As we come out and we pick up right where we left off, it's a 4-yard run. Let's see what Wilkins can do today in this hostile environment. Lane Stadium here in Blacksburg, Virginia. Can we get Wilkins off to a good start throwing the ball? He's back to pass. Nobody's open. He forces it in there, and it's picked off. His first throw of the game is picked off, and it's not only picked off, they take it back for a touchdown. So, a long night here, trying to get the baby to sleep, and that's Tony Rojas. He transferred to Virginia Tech a year late. He must have just transferred there after season 1 of our make-believe thing, because he's still at Penn State in real life. But he has found his way down to Virginia Tech. And on the first throw of the game, it's like ironic. The irony isn't lost on me there. Wilkins, the SMU transfer, throws a pick six to Tony Rojas, just like the SMU playoff game, when it was pick six city, as Penn State returned 2 pick sixes. One of them was Rojas. And Rojas does it again to the SMU transfer, Wilkins. And again, the wheels are turning. Is Wilkins going to be able to get it done? I don't know. A terrible start, as maybe it'll be the opposite of last year when we started the game with a pick six and still lost. So we're going to go back to the ground, this time around the 5th. Not a great start to this stream. We should just run the ball every play. I basically do. I have to try to throw it occasionally, but we basically do run the ball like 90% of the time, as we give it to Brown the 5th again for a 2-yard gain. if no one saw, I did have to play a game of my Wisconsin dynasty at like 3 o'clock today. We beat Michigan State. As Wilkins is back to throw, he finds Kush for a short gain of 4. And it's already 3rd down again for Temple, as this is not how we wanted to start this game. Tough environment here. Nicely checks back into the game. They run it up the middle and nicely powers ahead for the 1st down. Barely gets the first. It keeps the drive alive. As it's just so many question marks surrounding this offense. I just don't know what to do. I don't have these troubles with Wisconsin, even though Joseph isn't very good. We scored 48 points against Michigan State. And we did throw for like 200 yards, even though we do lean heavily on the run in that series too. But it's nothing like this Temple team, where we just have to run and run and run. As we're just taking our time here on this drive. We work the clock. That's one thing we do well in this Temple dynasty. We do control time of the possession most games, because we work slowly and methodically up the field, as Brown the 5th is stopped for a 1-yard loss. It's 3rd down again, and this is danger territory for the Temple offense, as Wilkins is going to have to try to make a play here. Wilkins is back to pass. He's going to do what he does best, and he's got the 1st down on the scramble, and he slides down at the Virginia Tech 40. First run of the day for Wilkins. Running the ball again, it's Brown the 5th. He has 6. So we are kind of able to chip away at teams with our run game. As we're down to the 35, we send Kush. He fakes the motion left to right. He goes back where he started from. We give it to Brown the 5th up the middle, and he has the 1st down. And now Kush is hurt. And that doesn't look good. As you saw there, he was clutching his knee. We've already lost one tight end, career-ending injury. Kush is one of our better players. He's no Peter Clark, but he is good. And he was down on the play there, as Wilkins is almost picked off again. Still no word on the injury to Kush, as that's not good. Wilkins over the middle. He has Brown the 5th wide open. He throws it at his feet. Oh, that was a nice, we had that play set up nice. That might have been a passing touchdown. As I'm actually going to try that again, but it probably won't work as well this time. But Brown the 5th was wide open there. We look for him again. It does work the 2nd time. It's complete on 3rd and 10. To Brown the 5th. That wasn't really Brown the 5th's fault though. Wilkins threw it at his feet. He was wide open. Can't blame Brown the 5th on that previous play. That was on Wilkins. As thankfully Kush, number 33, checks back into the game. Look for him. It's tipped at the line. And it's 3rd down again for the Owls. What can we do here? 3rd and 8. Wilkins. Back to pass. He's under all kind of pressure. He fumbles the ball. Can we fall on it? No, we can't. And it's going to be another defensive touchdown for Virginia Tech. Actually, can Wilkins run him down? He does. Wilkins fumbles the ball. We're in field goal range. He gets sacked and coughs it up. And it's 2 possessions and 2 turnovers for the Temple offense to start our night here. And it might be time to go back to Shepard. I don't know. As Wilkins has turned the ball over twice in 2 possessions. So it's not Grunkermeyer heading this offense for Virginia Tech. It's somebody else. Who is that guy? Let's check their depth chart. Terrible start to this game. As who is Virginia Tech's quarterback? They don't even have Grunkermeyer anymore, so he must have left. Grunkermeyer transferred, and their quarterback is Keldon Ryan. Ryan's back to pass. He's going to throw it. Complete. And it's 1st and goal for the Hokies. As this is shaping up to be a long day here. Ryan looks to the end zone. He throws it out of the back of the end zone. Second and goal for the Hokies. They run it up the middle. He's just short at the 1. It's 3rd and goal from the 1. They send the man in motion. They take it to him and we stop him short. He loses 3 yards and we somehow hold him to a field goal attempt. They're going to try a short field goal here from the 4-yard line, but a good stand from our defense as the field goal is good and it's 10-0 Virginia Tech.
And that will extend their lead even further. And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man,
oh my, 2 possessions and 2 turnovers for our offense, and we're not built to come back. Already down 10-0. As Hardy brings this one back to the 25. We're going to give Khalil Wilkins one more chance. As the saying goes, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you really don't have any. As maybe it's time to give Smolik a chance, but he can't run. I don't know. Maybe Smolik will get a chance as Wilkins. Look at that throw. He has his tight end open. He just throws it a mile over his head, and it's dropped. 2nd and 10. The give is to Brown the 5th. He has 5. And Brown the 5th is getting worn down here as it's 3rd down again for this Owls offense. Wilkins comes out in the gun. He looks for Cush. He has Cush, but he's going to be short. 4th and 2 from the 44. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We're going to go for it here. I don't know what you guys think about that. We're going to go for it. Only 20 yards of offense for Virginia Tech, but the 2 turnovers have been costly. A pick 6 and a fumble that they took back to field goal range. So the defense has been the strength of our team, but we're not even giving them a chance today so far. You can't blame them for what's happened so far in this first quarter. As Nicely checks into the game, a risky call here. 4th and 2 from our own 44. We run it up the middle, and we don't have it. Nicely can't get the first down. And the wheels have come off here for Temple in Blacksburg. We never really showed up for this game yet, and now we're in jeopardy of getting blown out. It's been all close games here so far in Season 2, but so far today, we're just not locked in at all. Our offense is just so bad. It's just so terrible. We can run the ball, but it's like I can't run the ball every play. It doesn't work forever. They start to catch on to it. As here comes Maria down the steps. What's up, love? Is he sleeping? He should be tired because he's been awake all day. On third down, it's complete, and they're down to the 4-yard line again. We're getting killed here, Love. Virginia Tech is working out on us as they're down to 1st and goal again, and we jump off sides. We can't throw the ball. Why? Why can't we throw the ball? What do you got drawn up? Can you draw something up for us, please? Anything. We need something. Our offense is terrible. 1st and goal for the Hokies from the 2. They run it up the middle. We missed the tackle. We missed 2 tackles. And he's in. Touchdown, Hokies. And just like that, early in the second quarter, it's 17-0 Virginia Tech. So we gave them a good game last year, but it appears they were ready for us today, as finally at least Troy's going to get a chance to make something happen on this return. And even that's not working. Troy gets out to the 22. And that's where Wilkins in this Temple Owl offense will get back to work. Wilkins, 2 turnovers. He's back to pass here. He's under pressure. Look at that. He's under all kind of pressure. He stops, throws it up to Green. Green has a nice catch. As that was kind of a broken play, but it worked out for us there. This time Wilkins keeps it on the read option for 3. Second and 7. Miscommunication there, as I didn't realize we were going to give the ball off. I thought that was a pass play, but apparently it was a run. It was one of those RPOs that I still don't really know how to run, really. And it's 3rd and 12 for Temple. We are just getting absolutely killed here today as he finds Green again. Green's second catch of the game, and we're going to be forced to try our hand again here on 4th and 2, this time from the 46. They stuffed nicely last time, so let's give it to him again right up the middle. It didn't work last time. This time he does get outside, and he has the first down. Trying to get anything here, try to turn this momentum a little bit. Still just the second quarter, but this is not looking good. Not looking good at all. As it's 2nd and 9 for Wilkins. He's back to pass. He looks short to Schaeffler. Schaeffler has the short catch. 3rd down and 3. We give it to Brown the 5th, and he's short. It's 4th and 3. And we're going to be forced to go for it again here. 4th and 3. For Wilkins. Wilkins rolling out. He's not going to be able to run for it. He's going to have to throw it to somebody. He's going to whip one downfield, and it's caught by Hardy. A miracle play there as he finds Hardy downfield for the first down. And ironically, Wilkins is up to like 79 yards passing as we run it with Nicely, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 17-0 Virginia Tech. Can we get something here before halftime?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Schaeffler is in motion.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
We're going to try the swing pass out to Uzuma. He just can't quite get the corner as Tony Rojas runs him down. And it's another 3rd down for our offense.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long.
Making it look extremely difficult.
It's Wilkins.
As Wilkins is back to pass, and Brown the fifth drops it. That was a sure touchdown. That time, Brown the fifth had it right in his hands. He walks into the end zone. If he catches that ball, Wilkins put it right on his hands, and he dropped it. I thought we were about to have our first passing touchdown of the season, but that time, Brown the fifth, stone hands, running wide open to the end zone, and he dropped it. As we're forced to settle for 3.
That'll close the gap to 14.
Ah, that's just the way it's gone for this Temple offense. That was a great play, drawn up perfectly. Brown the fifth was wide open. He would have walked into the end zone for our first passing touchdown of the season, but it just hits off his hands and drops it. So we do manage to get on the board, but there's still a ton of time here for Virginia Tech and their offense as they run it on first down. Franklin is actually milking the clock. He'll probably milk his clock down and throw one out to midfield and call timeout like we did last game. But they're trying to kill the clock here, and they complete it. And they do exactly that. They complete it there for a short gain, and then they call timeout for some reason, when I was going to call timeout anyway, as it's 3rd and 8 from the 19-yard line. Maybe try to get a stop and get Troy a chance to return something here, but Franklin calls the timeout, and we come up with the sack. So terrible clock management there, a hallmark of James Franklin's coaching career. He gifts us a timeout. They don't get any yards, and they're going to be forced to punt from their own end zone here. That was classic. I don't know what they're doing. As Troy has it on the return, he's only out to the 41-yard line. That would have been a nice time for a return from Troy. But we have 2 timeouts, and there's no question in our mind in this situation we're going to try to score, or at least do something. Down 14 points, we can't afford to just try to run the clock out. So we'll at least try to do something. As Wilkins is back to pass. Nobody's open. He's running all over the place. He's running for his life. He's getting tired, but he gets outside, and now he's just so tired he can't complete the run. He had all kind of space out there, but he just ran around for too much. And he got too tired. As that big lineman was able to run him down from behind. We're at the 48 here. Wilkins looks short for nicely. A 3-yard loss. And it's 3rd down and 7. As Wilkins has such a weak arm, I don't even care. I'm just going to lob one deep here and see what happens. Wilkins is back to pass. He's going to try to lob it up. He does get it away. Hardy's down there, but it's picked off for the 2nd time today. Wilkins, his 3rd turnover of the game. And a big return sets them up at the 42. So that's probably going to be the last we see of Wilkins today, as he was able to play decent last game, but it's not translated here in his 2nd start as they complete it here, and now they'll probably try a long-ass field goal and make it. No, they're actually going to go for it from the 45. And they run it. And that'll do it for the first half. 17-3, Virginia Tech leads. As you see Franklin there and Tony Rojas, that makes me sick that Rojas went down there. And to make it even worse, he has a pick 6 today. As Wilkins is done for today. What do you guys think? Should I go back to Shepard? Should I go with Smolik? Or should I try this guy, the true freshman, Clint McClung? Shepard, Smolik, or the true freshman Clint McClung from Mattapan, Massachusetts, Maine is no Massachusetts. Clint McClung. Let's bring him in. Let's try him out. The true freshman Clint McClung is going to get this second half. We'll bring him in because we know Smolik and Shepard are terrible. We'll see what Clint can do. As he'll make his first appearance of the season. He's the fourth string quarterback. Didn't think we'd be seeing much of him this season, but he's going to be tasked with trying to put together a comeback here in one of the most hostile environments in football here in Blacksburg. But first we got to get him the ball back as it's our defense to start the half. Dad votes for Shepard. Shepard's so terrible though. let's at least give Clint McClung like one series. See what he can do. If Clint McClung doesn't look well, we'll see. We'll give Clint McClung one series, and then if it doesn't work out, we'll go back to Shepard, I guess. As it's third down and we get this, we hit him, so we get the stop, and here comes the much anticipated debut of true freshman quarterback Clint McClung from Massachusetts. Let's see what he can do. Unless Choi can spring a big return. And here he comes. Is he left-handed? I sure hope not. He's a white guy. Clint McClung is on the field for the Owls. And he's going to come out and he's going to throw. And he's actually going to get sacked for a 10-yard loss. McClung too indecisive as he takes a big shot and he's down. Check him out there. Not a great start to Clint McClung's career as it's a 10-yard loss on the sack. Now you see our other true freshman, the true freshman Scroggins, the tight end from Tyrone. I didn't think he'd get any playing time this year either, but all our tight ends are hurt, so Scroggins is out there. McClung looks for him, and that's a freshman-to-freshman connection, the future of Temple football. Clint McClung to Ronnie Scroggins. One true freshman to the other, and McClung has a 10-yard gain on the first pass of his career. Here's McClung now on third down. Can McClung run? He's going to try it. He takes a shot, and he has the first down. What a run by Clint McClung. As after getting sacked and having us in 2nd and 20, the next two plays he manages to pick up the first down, and he's got the Owls on the move. Now it's Brown the fifth. So McClung has stepped into the game, and he's trying to turn things around here for us. As Scroggins still out there? He's not. Is he? Yeah, Scroggins is still out there. Let's look for him again. McClung's back to pass. He looks short to Ozuma, and Ozuma's got it. Ozuma's off to the races here as Ozuma's into Virginia Tech territory, down to the 26. Another nice pass from Clint. He gives it off to Brown the fifth for a 1-yard loss. Scroggins stays in the ball game here with McClung. McClung rolling out. He's going to keep it. Can Scroggins give him a block? He does, and McClung is down to the 9-yard line. Another nice run from McClung.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success.
As he's putting together a drive here, for some reason Schaeffler, the backup tight end, checks in at running back. We give it to him, and Schaeffler is in. So McClung comes in for the first drive of his career, and he leads the Owls right down the field. Completing passes, scrambling. And just like that, it's a 7-point ball game here. Clint McClung has arrived. I don't even remember recruiting Clint to be completely above board. But he's quickly becoming a fan favorite, as that was a nice drive there from McClung, and he has the Owls back in this ball game. Only trailing by 7 after being down 17-0 at one point. I didn't even have him like on the depth chart. He was fourth string. Basically just, as we missed the tackle there, we had him wrapped up. Basically, I never thought he would ever see the field this season. As that's a huge tackle there from Jameer Diaz. And it's 3rd and 4 for the Hokies.
Running to the football, nowhere to go. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You can here, and this drive takes on a different complexion.
Everyone's loving Clint McClung right now. Can we get him the ball back? They throw it. Oh, they have it complete. Just a wounded duck. He just lobbed it out there to his guy, but he was able to run into it, run under it. And Virginia Tech has the first down on 3rd and 4. Back to pass again. And that's a big gain there. They're into Owl territory at the 44. Smith keeps it for 2, 3. As there's a real quarterback controversy brewing now in South Philly. Oh, they run it again. Just when we need a big stop, it doesn't look like we're going to get one, as Virginia Tech's putting a nice drive together here. Can't blame Clint for this as they pitch it out. We missed the tackle. Willie Love does get him for the short gain of 4. Sets up 2nd and 6. Smith is back to pass. He's under pressure. He finds his guy underneath for the first down. It's another pass, and he's got all kind of space. He's down to the 6-yard line, and we have another injury to one of our defenders. So this has not been a good game, but at least we have discovered Clint McClung. As we stop him there for a 1-yard loss, it's 2nd and goal. Javonte Brown is hurt, but we're leaving him out there. 2nd and goal for the Hokies. Williams Jr., our star strong safety, has been quiet today. Basically non-existent back there. He's on the field. We were able to solve that, but he's not making much of an impact as we blow that play up for no gain. And it will be 3rd and goal for the Hokies from the 7. They're back to pass. They're going to try to keep it with Smith, and he's sacked. So another nice goal line stand there from the Owls defense. We hold them to a field goal. Be nice if we could block one somehow. We try to get in there, but we can't. And the Hokie lead is back to 10. But our offense has been reignited, reinvented here behind the arms and legs of the arm and legs of true freshman Clint McClung, as he'll get another drive for sure after that last one. Choi on the return. Choi, can he get outside? Choi making guys miss. He's got one man to beat, and he can't hold his feet down the sideline. Choi is just electric, though, on them kick returns, as he just runs out of space on the sideline there. If he had another yard or two to work with, that was a touchdown. But it's a good return, as all the freshmen are out there now. McClung and Scroggins. McClung is back to pass. He doesn't have anybody open. He forces one in there, and he's picked off. So McClung had one good drive, but he comes out and throws an interception on this drive. Extremely frustrating, as we've turned the ball over, I think, 4 times now. And this one, he's gone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. It's 27-10. As we had hope there for a minute, but McClung quickly turns it over. Yeah, he's done. Who do we bring in now, though? Who's our fifth string quarterback? I don't even know. Do we have another quarterback that hasn't played yet? I guess we could try Smolik. He hasn't played yet this year. I don't know. We only have four quarterbacks because our fifth string quarterback is Thad Bergen. He's only a 58 overall. We can't bring in Thad Bergen. Let's give McClung another chance. Everyone else got to throw numerous picks. He should at least get to throw another one before we take him out. As McClung comes back on there, he looks over the middle for Hardy. It's complete. And that's the end of the third quarter. Not a great effort here tonight. We're going to play one more, try to beat our rival Buffalo. As you see there, we actually have more passing yards and rushing yards today. We've been behind, so we've been throwing the ball. We have 133 yards passing, broken up between three guys. As McClung stays in there. Big deficit for the Owls here. McClung is back to pass. Nobody's open. He throws it away. We're behind by so much, we have to just keep trying to throw the ball as Scroggins is out there. I'd like to throw it to Scroggins again, see what he can do. He's only like a 60 overall, but he has to play because nobody else is able to. As Scroggins makes the catch on the sidelines for a short gain. 3rd and 4. For some reason, all our tight ends are hurt, but the backup tight end wants to play running back, so we'll give it to him again. And it's a big hole for Schaefer. I have no idea how or why he got in that position to play running back. But he has 2 nice carries, including a touchdown. As we're going to bring in Morrow, I guess, to play running back a little bit. We're going to run our tried and true play here. We're going to let McClung try to set up Morrow on the screen pass. He gets it to him. And he's actually got some blocks this time. Morrow has the first down. We're going to try to go quickly. I would love to see our first passing touchdown of the season come from Clint McClung. As he's looking downfield, he's got Schaefer. Schaefer breaks a tackle. He's down to the 10-yard line. As Clint McClung comes up hurt. Is he hurt? He is. So Clint McClung exits the game as he takes a big hit there. He's injured. Crazy. McClung really wasn't doing that bad. And now it's Shepard. Shepard comes back in after the injury to McClung. And Shepard rolls out. Shepard's going to try to run. He takes a big shot at the 5. Don't know how bad the injury is to McClung as it's 2nd and goal here for Temple. Shepard's back to pass. He rolls out and Shepard runs it in. Touchdown Temple. You can see McClung there has a bruised ankle. So I guess we'll let Shepard finish this game off. And we might be right back where we started, as I think Dad said, just play Shepard. Shepard finishes that drive, but McClung really was the catalyst that got that drive going. 5 minutes to go, down 10. I guess we'll kick it off. Yeah, we really have come full circle all the way back to Shepard. As what are we going to do for the Buffalo game? Who's going to be the starting quarterback when we come back to Philly for Buffalo? We got 3 choices. Probably, I don't know. We'll talk about that after this game. See if we can get a stop here and somehow make this a little bit more interesting, as time is not on our side here, trailing by 10.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 for the Hokies. They're back to pass. He's sacked. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Can the Owls defense get off the field here? They throw it, and he has it. Oh, man. I thought we were going to have the sack. We had a chance there to get the ball back, but it's just been that kind of game as he finds his man down the sideline.
Wide receiver going in motion.
For the first down. Now they run it for no gain, but they're going to be able to use a lot more time here.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
2nd and 10.
Motion from the back.
They bring the running back in motion. They're back to pass. He's wide open. And they're down to the 20-yard line. So, yeah, we're done. We're done for here.
And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection.
As we were really never in this game from the start. And there's another touchdown while we tackle him at the 3-yard line. Never really in this game to begin with.
After coming up with back-to-back
A much better effort this season from Virginia Tech as they were not sleeping on us like they did last season. And they run it in again. Touchdown, Hokies. 34-17. And we're going to be back to 500 again. Still holding out hope that we could get to a bowl game somehow this year. Hopefully we can get things right against Buffalo, our arch nemesis.
on the move from inside his 5.
As Troy brings this one out.
Down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there.
McClung comes back into the ball game, but I'm taking him out because he's hurt. Let's just for fun, since we used everybody else and this game is over, let's let Smolik play a little bit, just so we have all 4 of them on tape as we go back home next week. We'll have a better understanding of all 4 of their skill sets. We'll know what they can all do. So let's see what Smolik can do here. Give him a drive. His first appearance of the season. Smolik's back to pass. He's looking downfield. He's got Azuma. Nice pass there from Smolik. Has Smolik been the man all along?
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores,
If Smolik can lead us down the field here, we're really going to have to think things through. As Smolik throws it, he's hit. It's incomplete.
I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running.
I'm not even trying to run the ball. I'm just trying to see what Smolik can do throwing. He's pretty slow, but we just got to stand in the pocket and let him do his thing as he completes this one to Green for the first down.
To 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And Smolik's got the offense on the move here. Smolik's back to pass again. He's looking deep for Azuma. He's got him down there, and it's picked off from Smolik. So everyone's throwing a pick today. Smolik gets in on the action. He throws a pick.
And you're in this situation, you know
He got his guy wide open down the sidelines. How many interceptions is that today? I don't even want to know. We'll check it at the end of the game how many times we've turned the ball over here today. As I think all 4 quarterbacks have thrown a pick now.
Second and long here.
We fumbled at least one, so I think we have at least 5 turnovers today.
Pass. It's Bryant.
We really got away from our strategy, mostly because we got those turnovers and stuff. When you're down 17-0, we can't really run our strategy of run the ball and play it safe.
From the gun. Wants to
We had to try to throw and make something happen. As we do stop them here, they run it down to the 2-minute warning. I'd like to see Troy at least get a nice kick return here
He'll try to really get into this one.
as they kick it to Troy.
On the return.
Troy is nice, though. Look at those moves. He's not going to take it back, but that was a nice return, too.
Great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up
As we're up to 190 yards passing, but that's pretty misleading when you factor in also the 5 interceptions.
this drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the
As Smolik's back to pass, he hits Cush over the middle for a short gain, and Smolik's going to go quickly here.
This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating.
One of these guys at some point is going to throw a passing touchdown, and maybe that's how we'll decide who we're going to go with. Whoever throws the first passing touchdown of the season will get to stay in there.
showing your coaches
as we've played half a season now, and we still don't have a passing touchdown. I have never in my life seen such a thing. Even last season, I just cannot believe the total ineptitude of this passing offense. As Smolik looks for Kush again, he has him. Has anyone seen a worse offense than this? I don't know. Smolik back to pass. He looks for Brown the fifth on the screen. Brown the fifth! Can he get in? Come on. He can't get in. He's down at the 1. That was almost a passing touchdown as the screen pass to Brown the fifth goes to the 1 yard line. We almost have a passing touchdown. We're at the 1, but I'm going to keep throwing it here. Try to get a passing touchdown so we can quit talking about that. Will it be Smolik? Can Smolik throw a passing touchdown here from the 1? Smolik back to pass. He whips it in there and it's caught. We have a passing touchdown. It's Jackson Smolik, the Penn State transfer. He finds his big tight end Kush. And now the controversy is just exploding here. I don't know who to play. Is it McClung? Is it Smolik? Smolik did look kind of good. He did throw the 1 pick. As we're going to try an onside kick here just for fun. Maybe Smolik is the guy. Can we recover a kick? We can't. I don't know. Is Smolik our guy? We're going to have a lot to think about here in the next minute once I finish this game up. I can't really think about it right now. I have to finish this game first. And then we'll reassess the situation. But we do finally pass for a touchdown in the 6th game of the season. Not giving up. We're using our timeouts, even though everyone probably just wants to get out of here. The final score is a bit misleading, too. It's only 34-24. But we have been basically dominated from the word go today. As we stop them again, and we use our last timeout. So we'll get the ball back here. A couple more chances for Smolik to make his case. We'll get to throw a few more. He doesn't look terrible as they kick that one out of bounds. I mean, he does look terrible, but compared to the other guys, he doesn't look any worse. We've thrown the ball 34 times today. Let's try to get another one to Scroggins. Smolik is out in the gun. He's back to pass. He looks for Scroggins. He has him. First down to Scroggins, the true freshman from Tyrone. Smolik, at least he throws a nice ball, but he can't run, as he has Scroggins again going the other way. But I actually like the way Smolik throws the ball. Much better looking passes. But we have to take into account that he can't run, as he throws this one to Scroggins, and this one's dropped. It's 3rd down. 3-man line. This play might actually work. They only have 3 guys there, so we run the screen tomorrow. He has the first down. We're gonna let Smolik throw one deep here toward the end zone just to see what kind of arm he has for future reference. Smolik in the pocket. He throws one deep toward the end zone. It's caught at the 1 by Green. We hurry up to the line. Almost another touchdown for Smolik. What a throw. Down to the 1 yard line. Smolik hurries him up to the line. Come on, Smolik, get the snap off. Snap the ball, Smolik. What the hell are you doing? Smolik throws it in there and it's dropped. Damn. I wish he could have got in there. That would have set us up with a chance at an onside kick. As there's only 6 seconds left now. We give it to Nicely, and he's in. Touchdown, Temple. So, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns there after the pick for Smolik. And we've cut this to a 3-point game with 4 seconds remaining. Can we get the onside kick and try a Hail Mary?
Doing their job, Palmer. Momentum is crazy in college football.
It's another onside kick, and they recover it. So the final score today, very misleading final score, not really a heartbreaker, but you might think it was when you see that final score. We lose to Virginia Tech, 34-31. And there's Franklin. I'm going to be like Maryland and not even shake his hand. I'm not shaking hands with Franklin. I'm just leaving. No sportsmanship here today from the Owls head coach, as he doesn't shake hands with Franklin. He just leaves in disgust. We had 441 yards of offense. Let's compare these quarterbacks quickly. So you got Shepard didn't throw the ball, actually. Smolik was 10 for 15 in his short. He was only out there for the fourth quarter. 10 for 15 for 150 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. McClung was 6 for 8 for 88 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. Wilkins was 10 for 17 for 78 yards and 2 picks. And Shepard didn't throw the ball in his few appearances, but he did run one in for a touchdown. So we play 4 quarterbacks. A crazy game there. And I wish I could take a poll or something. How many people, who's all here right now? What do we think? Who do we want to start? I'm kind of leaning toward, believe it or not, I'm kind of leaning towards Jackson Smolik. He looked good other than the pick. But we did say, yeah, Smolik, we did say whoever throws the first passing touchdown of the season will get to start the next game. Smolik threw a touchdown, and he threw for 150 yards in just 1 quarter. That's 2 votes there for Smolik. We all seem to be in agreement that maybe Smolik is going to get his first start of the season. I can hardly believe that I'm saying that. What do you think, Love? Love, what do you think? Should we play Shepard, Smolik, Wilkins, or McClung? So far, you're outvoted. It's 3 votes to 1 for Smolik. Are you on board, though? Are you on board with Smolik? So let's check out this depth chart here. Going into the game against Buffalo, we're going to set the depth chart up like this. We're going to put Smolik. Smolik's going to get the start. The junior from Van Meter, Iowa, the Penn State transfer. Shepard's going to be the backup. Clint McClung is going to be the 3rd stringer. And Wilkins, after beating West Virginia, goes from 1st string all the way down to 4th string in just 1 game, as he looked horrible last game. And he really didn't do much against West Virginia other than those couple runs. So I think Wilkins has had his chance. So the depth chart now at quarterback is Smolik, Shepard, McClung, and Wilkins. And that'll be the order they get to try their hand out against Buffalo. As we're halfway through this season, we're 3-3. We need to find a way to win 3 more games. As Smolik's going to have a good warm-up game in his first start. He's going to get Buffalo, they're still pretty tough, and you can throw out the records when it's a rivalry game of this magnitude. And then we play Boston College, 2 teams we beat last year, before the toughest game of the season when we go on the road against Miami. We come back home for Cincinnati. They're not very good. And then 2 tough games to end the season. Rutgers is 5-0 and Pitt is ranked. So we still have a lot of tough games ahead with Miami, Pitt, Rutgers. If we're going to have any chance of going to a bowl game, we really have to win against Buffalo and Boston College, basically. And then just hope we can beat somebody else, Cincinnati or Pitt or Rutgers. But our bowl hopes really hang on these next 2 games. They're crucial. as we go 1 for 3 on the road stand there. And we fall to 3-3, 2-2 in conference. Let's look at the conference standings. We're down to 7th in the conference. Who are we playing? Buffalo. We're playing Buffalo. Okay. Our arch nemesis, Buffalo. Real quick, we'll look at the recruits. We're still first for this guy. This guy has changed his mind. Well, that's disappointing. He's committed to Cincinnati. So we lose one of our top recruits that we wanted. And our recruiting class is down to just 10 guys now. 4 3-stars. We don't have any commits or verbals or anything yet. This is not a good look for our second recruiting class, as we're going to have to really try to put something together in the transfer portal, but we're low on funds. We're going to sell out on these couple guys here. Real quick, make these adjustments. Guard. Need a guard. All right. Well, we only have 10 current recruits now. That's not good, as this is shaping up to be one of the most difficult challenges we've ever done. We're 3-3. And we're coming home for a game against Buffalo, as it'll be, his name's Jackson Smolik, right? Jackson, I think is his first name. Yeah, Jax with an X. Jackson Smolik from Van Meter, Iowa, the Penn State transfer. And he has been called upon to save this Temple offense. He throws our first passing touchdown of the season, and that's good enough to earn him a start in a rivalry game against Buffalo. So let's see what Smolik can do here. As we're coming back home.
Glad to have you with us in one of America's great cities, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the lake. Little gets the blood boiling. Why like a rivalry game? Guards, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week.
Must-win game here against Buffalo. Our arch nemesis. The hatred runs deep between these two schools. Two classic blue blood programs, the Bulls and the Owls. We beat them last year. We pride ourselves in always showing up for these games against Buffalo, as I should just keep them on the schedule every season. At least that's a rivalry game that, in theory, we'd have a chance in anyway. As you see there, we beat them last year 24-21 in Buffalo. So it wasn't an easy game by any means, but we managed to pull it out. As Jackson Smolik leads the Owls out onto the field here. The first play of the game, he gives it to Nicely. A big hole up the middle for Nicely. Almost broke it, 22 yards. And Nicely's tired. That's right, it's Smolik's moment here. Let's see what he can do. He can't run, really, so we have to sit in the pocket and try to throw it. Smolik is on fire already. He's back to pass. His first pass is complete to Cush for 5 yards. As Brown the Fifth checks into the game for the first time today, they give it to Brown the Fifth. He's been suspect recently, really disappointing from Brown the Fifth the last few weeks. As he's short there. And it's third down for Smolik in this Owls offense. He quiets the crowd. already taking command of this team. Smolik over the middle. He has cushion. It's dropped.
To keep him from making the grab, and the
It
defense
sets up 4th and 3.
Coaches look at this stat every single
Smolik for the win.
execute on third down.
We're going to go for it here. 4th and 3 from midfield for Jackson Smolik. His opening drive in his first start. Smolik, who says Smolik can't run? Look at that speed. He gets outside and he's off. And he gets out of bounds. 17-yard carry for Smolik on 4th down. And he has the first down. So Smolik, I told you guys he had the speed. I told you he could run. He does it all. He's so slow. Did you see how slow he was? But he did get the first down there as it was a broken play. Smolik's back to pass. He swings it out over the head of Cush. Incomplete. And again, it's 3rd down
How about that? That's already
for
the
Temple.
this guy has had on the open
Smolik comes out in the gun.
factor for their success.
He's pointing at somebody. He's back to pass. He sits in the pocket and he finds Cush for the first down. Ryder Cush makes another catch. And Smolik has this Owls offense on the move. As there's Brown the fifth again. I think maybe Brown the fifth is just tired or something, as he just hasn't been himself recently. Not great running from Brown the fifth as Smolik's back to pass again. He forces it in there to Cush and it's dropped. And it's another 3rd down for Temple on this long opening drive.
Cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive.
Smolik's got to let it fly. We can't live in our fears. Smolik's got to have to let it fly here. As he's back to pass, he throws it to nicely. He's just short, 4th and 1. They want us to kick the field goal. Smolik is hurt now. Unbelievable. Smolik is down. He's going to stay in the ball game, but he's shook up. As we're going to go for it here again for the 2nd time on this opening drive. It's Brown the fifth. They give it to Brown the fifth. He has the first down. Down to the 4. I don't know how bad the injury is to Smolik. I hope he's okay as he stays in the game for now. 1st and goal. Come on, Smolik. Throw another touchdown here. Smolik back to pass. He looks to the end zone, batted down at the line. And now Brown the fifth is hurt. And he's calling for the trainers. That looks pretty serious. There you see my all-time record at Temple, 8-10. As Brown the fifth is slow to get up, we'll check on him, see what the injury is to him. It's 2nd and goal. They give it to Nicely, and he gets in. Brown the fifth. Bruised ribs, says he'll come back, but he's going to be not himself. I thought he was already kind of hurt. But a nice drive there as Smolik leads the team down the field. Yeah, everyone is hurt. I just don't understand it. And you'd like to think, in theory, any of them 4 guys could beat Buffalo, but we're so bad. It's going to be tough to judge Smolik on just this performance against Buffalo, but if he could at least win this game somehow, we'd take it.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out.
Brown the fifth is hurt, Love.
David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed
As Buffalo comes out throwing, they have the first down on their first play.
field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah. Oh, no, is right. The whole team is hurt. First down for the Bulls. They give it up the middle for a big carry as Williams Jr. gets in on that tackle. Williams Jr. had that pick 6 in his first game and then never did anything ever again. As he makes the tackle there, just as I call him out. 2nd down for the Bulls from the 34. They swing it out. They got their blocking set up out there. Nice. Williams Jr. again. So now Williams Jr. is just going to get the tackle every play as he stops that one after a nice gain for Buffalo. They send the man in motion. They give it to him. They have the blocking set up, but we knock him down. Only a 2-yard gain for Patrick Clax. Second and 8. It's a draw play. We missed the guy. And he has him set up 3rd and inches. That's Spencer. 3rd and short for Buffalo from the Temple 13-yard line. They give it up the middle. A nice carry. The ball comes out. Can someone get on it? No, they can't. The ball just sitting there in the end zone. We got 4 guys around it. And Buffalo falls on it for the touchdown. We had a chance there to force a huge turnover as their running back lost the ball at the goal line, but they managed to fall on it in the end zone, and the game is tied 7-7. As Cincinnati beat Louisville somehow today. Here's Choi. Not a good return this time from Choi. He's only out to the 15. Yeah, look at Brown the 5th there. He's red. So Brown the 5th, his day is done early. Smolik is not 100%, but he's going to have to stay in there. We're going to bring in Cornist.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over them football,
Cornist will come in at running back for the first time today.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and
As Smolik is back to pass.
And now you wonder how
He's under pressure. He throws one downfield to Hardy, and it's caught.
I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
4 for 8 to start the day for Jackson Smolik.
pickup on first down is a successful play.
This time he gives it to Cornist up the middle. Nice run. Cornish should be relatively healthy. He hasn't played a whole lot.
just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
As Smolik quiets the crowd. 1st and 10 for the Owls. Smolik, oh, he had Cush over the middle, but he threw it over his head.
Just not what it needed to be on that play.
Not a great pass there
Two never faced off against each other in an
from
actual
Smolik.
rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl.
As we're in another tough game here with Buffalo. Smolik's back to pass. He looks over the middle for Cush. He has him. First down.
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David
As it's pretty clear the passing game has improved since Smolik's come in.
on every single play early.
This time it's Cornist again up the middle
That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess
for 2 yards. Nearing the end of the first quarter here.
taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries.
Smolik points over there to Green. Smolik sits in the pocket. Can Green get through there? He can't. Smolik does get it away. And it's 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about
Big hole there on the left side of the line. We're probably going to go for it anyway, so we're going to run it here and try to catch him off guard. We do catch him off guard on the run, and it's Cornist. Cornist breaks 3, and he's in. They weren't ready for that. We've been throwing the ball more. And on 3rd and long, we give it to Cornist, and he takes it for a 40-yard touchdown to put the Owls back on top, 14-7. So 2 drives for Smolik in the offense and 2 touchdowns.
Mix, and you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice run from Cornist.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in.
We get the defense back out there. Can we get a stop? 1st and 10. They pitch it for a big loss, 4-yard loss. And that should end the first quarter. I don't know. Let's see, will they get another play off? They don't get it off. So we have a 14-7 lead at the end of the first quarter here in the rivalry series with Buffalo. Don't think this rivalry game has a name, but we can make one up. I don't know, Temple and Buffalo.
minutes of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
As it's 2nd and 14 for Buffalo. They're back to pass. He's under all kind of pressure. He manages to get it away to his guy who has the first down.
To the 37-yard line, it's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37.
See the numbers there quickly on Smolik. He's 5 for 11 for 48 yards. Buffalo dumps this one off short for 4 yards.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. A run for the quarterback.
They stop the read option, and it's 3rd down.
And he tried all of them and still
I still can't believe Smolik is playing quarterback for us right now.
2-yard line, close to 4-down territory.
That's crazy.
3rd and short.
As on 3rd down, they're back to pass. He's probably going to throw it deep. He does. It's dropped. Williams Jr. makes a play there. Finally hits the guy as he had the ball in his hands, but Williams knocks it loose. And the Owls come up with a stop. It's been a while since Choi has done anything with these returns. Choi, big hole here. Where's he going to go with it? He's going to go right between them guys. Nice return from Sony Choi. Out to the 47-yard line. And that's where Smolik and this offense will come back out and try to run this tried and true play of the screen here to Cornice. We wait a long time and just throw it right at that offensive or defensive lineman. That didn't work, per usual. 5 for 12 now for Smolik. Smolik's back to pass again. This time he has Cush. And he's close to a first down. It's 3rd and 1. Cornice remains in the ball game at running back. They give it to Cornice. He has the first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd down.
They'll try to get Ozuma involved on this play. Send
You know what?
Cush in motion.
When you have the run pass
Smolik drops it off to Ozuma, and he loses 3 yards.
continue to put themselves in good positions.
And the Owls with a long way to
We make everything look so difficult as we have a lot of motion on this play.
they'll move the wide receiver.
Second guy goes in motion. We fake it to him. Smolik gets hit as he throws, but he completes it to Green for the first down.
28, a chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. This Temple offense putting together a
More motion from the Owls. As it says there, Smolik is on fire now. Somehow. Smolik is just he's getting the opportunity today, and he hasn't squandered it yet. So just taking charge of this Owls offense. Smolik back to pass over the middle to Ozuma. It's complete again from Smolik down to the 6-yard line. He's up to 86 yards, 9 for 16 now for Jackson Smolik, the Penn State transfer. Here's Cornice, and he's in. Touchdown, Temple. Cornice, his second rushing touchdown of the half. And the Owls extend their lead to 21-7. So 3 drives for Jackson Smolik, all ending in a touchdown. Pretty interesting stuff here as Smolik has grabbed hold of this starting job, and he's not letting go.
stopped at the 13. So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down,
First down for the Bulls. They swing it out for a 1-yard gain.
put a good drive together. This is a 7-point game. So
They're going to go quick.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go
2nd and 9. They swing it the other way,
who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game
and it's quickly 3rd down.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Hits inside. It's
they run it up the middle and they have the first. Good blocking up front from the Bulls offensive line.
This offense to go to work on first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast.
They missed the tackle there. Smollett's looking good enough.
Get back on the line of scrimmage.
Kind of.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 for the Bulls.
To the air, it's right.
They're back to pass. He's hit as he throws, and it's incomplete, out of bounds. Another 3rd down for Buffalo. Can we get off the field? Buffalo's back to pass. He's going to scramble. Somehow he gets through there. I don't know how he got through there. He ran into his own guy right. Picks up the first on the scramble. Keeps the drive alive for Buffalo. As we near the 2-minute warning, we knew he was going to be looking for that guy. Oh, that was almost looked like a fumble as it's batted down at the line. 2nd and 10 for Buffalo. Right, back to pass again. And he's hit again as he throws, and again it's incomplete. So good pressure there. As you see the stats, 129 yards rushing and 86 yards passing, a little bit more balanced today. We're over 200 yards in the first half. That's unprecedented numbers for our offense as they convert another 3rd down. Defense just can't get off the field on 3rd down this drive.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the
They're back to pass. Oh, I thought Davis had him lined up for the pick. He missed the ball, though. Look at that. It was right. Look like it went right through his hands. Let's see that again. They throw it over there. Davis. Oh, man. Almost a pick from Davis. But it's a first down for Buffalo, and they'll get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, so we're not out of the woods yet in this one, as it's a nice run up the middle there for 6. 2nd down for Buffalo. And we have the sack. We're going to call timeout, actually. They're going to score anyway. Maybe save a little time for Smolik. As it's 3rd and 10 for the Bulls. Again, can we ever get a 3rd down stop? We have the stop, 4th and inches. But they're going to go for it as I call timeout again. Because I thought they might kick it. But they're going to go for it. They're in the Wild Buffalo here. The Wild Bull, and he breaks it outside. The Wild Bull works to perfection there. As we don't see much of that, Buffalo takes it in, and it's back to just a 7-point lead for Temple. Oh, this game is so hard. It's just so hard sometimes for us. Choi back to receive. Can Choi make anyone miss? Not this time. He's only out to the 16-yard line. And that's where Smolik will take over. Only a minute to go, but with Smolik's arm, we are going to try to let him throw a little bit, see if we can get downfield somehow. Smolik rolls out. He throws it. It hits Ozuma right in the hands, and it's dropped. Not a bad throw there from Smolik. As this time we run it. Didn't think they'd be ready for it. It's Cornist. He has the first down. We have to go quickly. With just a one timeout. Smolik hurries the Owls up to the line. He gets the snap off. Quickly gets it to Cush, who's short. 2nd and 1. This time it's Cornist again up the middle. Nice run. He's out to midfield. We're still running the no huddle. Smolik again, still just trying to save our one timeout. As Smolik whips it out there to Cush, he can't get the corner. Now we're really short for time. As for some reason we run it up the middle, but it's Cornist. He has the first down. I think I could probably give it to Cornist again. Maybe get close enough to try a field goal with Harden. We give it to Cornist up the middle. A nice carry from Cornist. We probably have time to try it one more time, get a little bit closer. As we get up to the line, we give it to Nicely, who somehow, I don't know how that happens, Nicely somehow checks in for Cornist, even when we're going no huddle. He just phases into the game there. And we'll have a chance. So, again, pretty nice there from Smolik in the offense. We only had about a minute and one timeout. And we're able to get in range here for Harden to end the half. He's got a 40-yard field goal. He's perfect on the season. And he'll stay that way. So Harden knocks it through. A pretty efficient drive there from the Owls to end the half. And we'll take a 10-point lead to the break. The new look offense, led by Jackson Smolik, has scored every time they had the ball so far today.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show.
As Buffalo will start the second half here down 10.
Taking on the number 3 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
We're trying to get back above 500 before we finish off the Big East schedule. Year 2 is really rolling along. Where has the time gone? As that one should have been picked off. Is that Williams? No, that's Adrian Lang. He had the pick in his hands. But don't worry, this is only year 2, and you're able to play this game for 30 years in a dynasty. 30 years is the maximum, so we have at least 28 more years of this to look forward to. So don't worry about it ending anytime soon. We got plenty of time to go here with Temple, as we're halfway through year 2. And we're not going anywhere. We're not leaving. We're not leaving. We will stay at Temple as long as it takes. Run inside there, stop for no gain. Another run, short gain of 3, and this has been the Achilles heel for the Temple defense. It's 3rd down and 7. Can they ever get a stop on 3rd down? They don't get it. And that just reminded me, anyone in the chat know? I forgot to check, did Drew Aller get to play tonight at all? Does anybody know if Aller played for the Steelers tonight in the preseason game? I heard on the radio they were playing him in the second half, but I forgot to watch it to see if he got in the game at all. I'm sure he did, but if anyone knows if Aller got to play tonight, I'm sure I'll hear all about it on the radio and stuff, but just curious. Curious if he got out there or not. As it's another 3rd down for Buffalo. They're back to pass again. And again, it's complete. We just cannot stop Buffalo on 3rd down. And they're hanging around in this game. They're down to the 16-yard line here. They're going to keep it with Wright. He's got a blocker in front of him, and he makes the moves, and he's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Oh, my. It's 24-21.
He's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times.
So all the good work Smolik and the offense have done today. And we're still just ahead by 3 as the defense has not been able to get many stops here. It's another opportunity for Sonu Choi. As he doesn't look like himself, maybe he's getting worn out too. known our luck. He doesn't seem to have that burst he had early in the season. As the games are starting to wear on these guys. Here comes Jackson Smolik. He's back to pass. He's under all kind of pressure. He throws one downfield. It's at the feet of Azuma and incomplete. Not a great pass from Smolik as he had his guy down there. This time it's Cornish. He's been the offense today. 124 yards now for Cornish. But it's 3rd down and 2 from our own 27. We send the man in motion. We give it up the middle to Cornish. He has the first down.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this
got to keep scoring because our defense can't stop anybody today. Smolik's back to pass. He forces it in there. That's a risky pass. Looking for Azuma again. It's incomplete. So we're really trying to throw the ball more. Smolik has been pretty good. He's been okay anyway. As he's back to pass here, he's under all kind of pressure. He sits in the pocket, and just as we say that, Smolik throws his first pick of the game. And now we're in trouble as Smolik throws his first interception of the game. He had been pretty much perfect all game. A lot of incompletions, but he hadn't forced anything. He forces it there, and Buffalo's set up at the 21-yard line. They run it right up the middle, and they're down to 1st and goal. Unbelievable. 1st and goal for Buffalo. They run it again. This time he's short. As I thought maybe this would be an easy game, relatively speaking, but it's turning out to be another instant classic as Buffalo runs it up the middle again. Again, he's short. And this would be a nice time for our defense to bail the offense out. Can they ever get a 3rd down stop? It's 3rd and goal for Buffalo, trailing by 3. Right, back to pass. He looks to the end zone, and he has his man. Touchdown, Buffalo. Buffalo takes the lead here late in the 3rd quarter. It's 28-24. Off the pick from Smolik. We hit the kicker in frustration.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg.
And they just boot this one out of the back of the end zone as they're kicking from midfield that time. So now what do? Now we're behind for the first time today. 28-24. Our defense can't stop anything as Cornish runs it for a 2-yard loss. You can hear the frustration in my voice. I'm trying to avoid profanity on my stream as Smolik throws it over the middle. It's incomplete, and quickly it's 3rd down and 11 for the Owls. Very little in our playbook for this as Smolik has gone completely cold here. He rolls out. He throws it to Cornish, who breaks a tackle, but he's still not going to have the 1st down. And we're going to have to punt on 4th and 6 from our own 26-yard line. We're going to have to punt the ball back to Buffalo. We've been unable to stop them basically the whole game. They come out with a run for 3 yards. Ugly scenes here. 2nd and 7 for Buffalo. They run it again. No one will tackle him. We finally do tackle him for a 2-yard loss. It's another third down for Buffalo. They're like 10 for 10 on third down today. Can we ever stop them one time, please? Can we ever get a third down stop? Third down for Buffalo. Leading by 4 now. They're back to pass, and we do get them. Finally, our defense finally comes up with a stand on third down to get the ball back to Smolik in this offense that has played well today, but they've gone cold here in the second half. Now would be a nice time for Choi to do something. Come on, Choi. We need you, buddy. Choi on the big return. He's out to the 50. And that's where we'll start this drive. Trailing by 4. Smolik is hurt. And he's cold. Do we bring in Shepard? Smolik is beat. We're going to bring in Shepard now. We're just going to keep the controversy at the quarterback. We're just going to play everybody all the time. So Shepard is going to come in and try to win this ball game for the Owls. Owls Nation was divided on Smolik and McClung and Shepard. So now late in the third quarter, Shepard gets his chance to be the hero and maybe possibly earn his spot back as Shepard looks for Cush on the throw. And it's down, 1st and goal. So Shepard comes right off the bench and completes his longest pass of the season, probably 25 yards. And it's 1st and goal for Temple. We give to McClung, Cornish, and he's in. So 2 plays, we sub in Shepard, and we score as Cornish has his 3rd touchdown of the day. And it's 31-28 as the controversy at quarterback continues here. Shepard putting the Owls back on top.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Last play of the third quarter. Buffalo swings it out. They have a big gain here. We missed the tackle, and they're out near midfield. So it's 31-28 Temple as we go to the fourth quarter here. Trying to end this stream and this day on a win against our arch enemy Buffalo. They keep it with Wright. He's got a big carry. And he gets 6 there. Pretty nice run from Wright. 2nd and 4 for Buffalo. They run it on the drop play. Big hole up the middle. They're down to the 36-yard line. As Buffalo's not going away. They're just driving right down the field here after we get the lead back. Right back to pass. Complete again for another 1st down. Down to the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for Buffalo. They run it on the draw. This time we have them for a 1-yard gain. It's 2nd and 9. Wright's going to run it again. He has the 1st down, down to the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 12 for Buffalo. Just under 5 minutes remaining in this game. They hand it off, and it's a touchdown. Touchdown, Buffalo. They regain the lead here with 4:53 to play. It's 35-31 Bulls. The extra point is good. 7 plays in just over a minute. They go the length of the field. As Sony Choi looks to return this one. Decent return back to the 29-yard line. And that's where Shepard in this offense will go back to work as it's Cornish. Cornish has been the man today. 16 carries for 155 yards. 3 touchdowns. But we're going to need Shepard to save us here. And that's never good. Shepard back to pass. He rolls out. Shepard's going to try to run. Will we get a block? We do. Shepard keeps his feet down the sideline. Nice run from Shepard into Buffalo territory, down to the 33. It's Cornish again. He jumps over him, man. He has 5. We're going to go quickly. Shepard's back to pass. He's going to keep it again. He throws it late. He has Cush on the sideline. A risky play there by Shepard. As it looked like he was going to run it, he decided to throw it up to Cush, who has the first down. Now it's Cornish again up the middle. Cornish is down to the 3-yard line. We're going to go quickly again, as there's too much time left. We're thinking they'll probably score again. We'll need time to score again after this. As we give it to Cornish, he's short at the 1. Crazy scenes here. We're running no huddle again. The Owls get up to the line. Somehow, nicely comes into the game, phases into the game on the substitution when we do the no huddle, and he's in. Don't know how that happens. Nicely phases into the game for Cornish. And he puts the Owls back on top. So we're back and forth here today. It's 38-35. As we go 7 plays, 70 yards in just over a minute. Answer the score from the Bulls. And we'll give it back to their offense. What a wild game this has been. We used 2 quarterbacks so far. Right. Hands it up the middle. It's another big gain for Buffalo as they're quickly out to the 42-yard line. And they're going to go quickly. Why can't we stop Buffalo? What is this? We need something. Willie Love makes the tackle there for a 1-yard loss. Somebody's got to make a play. Williams Jr., Willie Love, Ordonez. Can anybody make a play on this defense? As Wright's back to pass. He's hit as he throws. It goes up in the air and falls incomplete. It's another 3rd down for Buffalo. As we're nearing the conclusion of this game, 3 minutes to go. They fake the drop play, and they have their man downfield, number 1, complete. Another 3rd down conversion for Buffalo. As we're going to check after the game, they have to be like 14 for 15 on 3rd down today. We just cannot get off the field on 3rd down, as that's a decent run for 3. And this is getting really, really suspect here as they're killing the clock, and we're not able to stop them. We're not built for a quick drive. As they run the drop play, we can't wrap him up. He has the first down to the 32-yard line. Come on, somebody make a play on defense. They throw it out there. This time they're wrapped up for a 3-yard loss as our defensive back quiets his own crowd. I don't know what he's doing there. We've been terrible on defense all day. But it's 2nd and 13 here. Wright is back to pass. He has his tight end. But it's 3rd down. 3rd and 6 for Buffalo. 3rd down has been our kryptonite today as they've converted basically every time on 3rd down. They throw it downfield and it's caught. And it's down to the 1-yard line. Just a ridiculous play. He just lobs it up to his guy, and he's down to the 1-yard line with 2 minutes to go in the game. 1st and goal from the 1 for Buffalo. They run it up the middle. They're stopped. We have to call timeout now. I can't let them score because we're winning. 2nd and goal from the 1. They run it again. He's stopped. 2 stops from the 1-yard line there. Sets up 3rd and goal from the 4. Can we hold them one time on 3rd down? 3rd and goal from the 4 for Buffalo. We do stop them. And we'll take our last time out. What will they do here? 4th and goal from the 5. And they're going to try the field goal. So a miracle stand there from our defense. We hold them to a field goal. They had 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. They do make the field goal. But that's all right, as the game is only tied now, 38 all. A great goal line stand to keep us tied at least. We'll have a minute 48 to try to get in field goal range for Carl Harden as Choi brings this one out to the 21. What can we do here? 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Tied game, minute 44 to go. No timeouts left for Temple. They give it to Cornish up the middle on the first play. I mean, this is one of those situations I have to try to score. I can't think about playing for overtime. But we're deep in our own end. If we don't get a first down here, they'll have plenty of time to get in field goal range themselves. But we're going to try it. As Shepard looks deep, and it's intercepted at midfield. Shepard loses us this game. He throws an interception at midfield with a minute to go in the game. And we'll watch this one play out as Buffalo's going to win. They run it there. They're out to the 38-yard line. Just a terrible game again. As we're going to lose to Buffalo, our arch nemesis, and our dreams of going to a bowl game here in Season 2 are all but dead. As we lose both games tonight, 1 game to Buffalo and 1 game to Virginia Tech. 2nd and 7, Buffalo swings it out, he's short. 3rd and 9. They're clearly in field goal range. Doesn't even matter what we try to do. We can't stop them. 3rd and 9 for Buffalo. They run it on the option. We tackle them. Lucky we don't get called for the face mask as they run the clock down, and they're going to walk it off here with a 40, 50, I don't even know, long field goal. It's up, and it's off the upright. Buffalo off the upright misses the game-winning field goal. Just when I thought we were completely dead, Buffalo misses the game-winning field goal off the right upright. Unbelievable scene. So now we can wake back up and lose in overtime here as Buffalo had a chance to win the game there, to walk it off with a field goal, and they miss it. He hits it off the upright. So we still have life somehow in this rivalry game as we go to overtime here at Lincoln Financial Field. All the running backs are tired. Shepard is coming out. Shepard's not playing this overtime. You know who's going to play this overtime? It's going to be the true freshman, Clint McClung. Clint McClung is coming in to try to win this game, and Morrow's coming in at running back. And we'll see what these guys can do here. Temple will start with the ball, and here is the true freshman, Clint McClung, the 3rd quarterback of the day. He gives it to Morrow up the middle for 8. McClung is in the gun. Again, he gives it to Morrow, and Morrow has the first down. 1st and 10 for the Owls here in this first overtime. Clint McClung, the true freshman, has checked into the game for overtime. He makes the throw. He has Cush down to the 3-yard line. Cush, 100 yards receiving today. A nice pass from McClung. Has the Owls set up at the 3-yard line. They give it up the middle to Morrow, and he's in. Touchdown, Temple. The Owls strike first on their opening drive of overtime after Buffalo hit the game-winning field goal off the upright as time expired. And now we just need one stop from our defense to win this game. It's our second overtime game of the season. Can this defense get a stop? Buffalo is out on the field now.
Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They dump it off to their tight end. He breaks 3 tackles, and he's down to the 11-yard line. First and 10 for Buffalo. From the 11, right, back to pass. He looks, he throws it complete to the 8. Crazy scenes here tonight as we're in the first overtime with Buffalo. Back to pass is right, and he's hit. Third down and 6 from the 8 for the Bulls. Owl Nation is rocking right now, trying to will this team to a stop. Wright's going to try to keep it. What a move by Wright. He spins around our defender, and he's in. Touchdown, Buffalo, and a field goal will send us to double overtime. They're on for the extra point. They just missed the game-winning field goal as time expired in the 4th, but they knocked this one through. And we'll play a second overtime here in South Philly. Classic rivalry matchup, 45-45. We go to double overtime. Our defense unable to get the stop there. As Buffalo comes back out, quick run, first play of the second overtime. They're already down to 1st and goal. Buffalo just has the greatest offense of all time, as we just haven't stopped them at all today. 1st and goal for the Bulls. They're going to keep it on the draw play with Wright. He has a short gain of 1. It's 2nd and goal from the 8. Wright comes out in the gun. He fakes the draw play, swings it out to his tight end. We have him at the 5. And we're really just going to sell out on this play. It's 3rd and goal from the 5 for Buffalo. They're back to pass. They look over the middle, and it's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. They'll have to go for 2 here. As again, we can't stop them on 3rd down ever. Not once. It's 51-45. They're going for 2. They swing it out there, and they have the 2-point conversion. So we can't win the game now. The best we can hope for is to get 8 points and somehow send this thing to a 2-point shootout. Just awful. Just a terrible game from us. We give it to Morrow. He has a short gain of 2. I really don't see any way we could convert a 2-point conversion if we could somehow even score, as McClung comes out in the gun. McClung rolling out. He looks for his tight end, and it's picked off. McClung is picked off, and that's going to do it for this game. Buffalo comes into South Philly and knocks off the Owls 53-45 in double overtime. We use 3 quarterbacks. They missed the game-winning field goal at the end of the 4th quarter off the upright, but they win it in overtime. So the Owls fall to 3-4 here in year 2. And a pretty disappointing effort for us, as we just continue to struggle with Temple. Well, that's going to do it for this stream. Thank you, everyone, for coming. As we lose both games here tonight, we fall to 3-4 on the season. And, yeah, that about says it all. You can see the score there. We lose to Buffalo, our arch nemesis, in double overtime, 53-45. And we use 3 quarterbacks again. None of them can get it done as McClung throws the interception in overtime, but we'll try again. Yeah, that's right. We'll keep trying. At some point, we'll turn the page here or something. But it's not tonight, as we'll keep at it. 3-4 on the season, and basically our hopes of going to a bowl game have died again here, as things don't get any easier with Miami and Pitt coming up. Some good teams ahead, so we'll see what happens next time. But thank you all for coming. That's going to do it for this episode of Big East Reborn, a tough one, as we lose both games, and Season 2 going the way of Season 1 as we continue to struggle. And yeah, so thanks for coming, and talk to you guys next time on the Temple Owls Big East Reborn. Good night.